my first showcase in Chicago, so it's because of her that I'm this amazing. But please give it up for your amazing comedian. And before, also, make sure to donate to that QR code, and I'm gonna pass it out before the end of the show so that you guys can check it out in a tip jar too. So thank you so much. But please, put your hands together for Sharon Paul!
Oh my God, give it up for Suze, a literal angel personified. This morning, a child on the CTA called me a Halloween person. And all of you kind of look like Wrigleyville people, so this is gonna go great. So many hats. All right. Yeah, I am a Halloween person. I'm not afraid to admit it. Hello, look at me. Okay. It's all fun and games looking like this until people want to talk to you about it. Did that piercing hurt? You know, what's that tattoo mean, right? So dumb. But men are the worst when it comes to it because they always use it to hit on you. It's always their opening line. Wow, you look spooky. I'm a spooky bitch. I am. Okay, I already know. You know what I mean? They're just like, ooh. You know, when someone really tries hard to use that with me, I'm just like, yeah, my pussy is a graveyard. You know, it's gonna be your final resting place. If you go down on me, you're just gonna hear yeah. And then a bunch of bats are just gonna whoosh out of there. Shit you'd think someone who looks like me is into, right? I love astrology. I'm so sorry. I love witchy stuff, right? I love witchy stuff. And this is why. When I was a child, my mom came to me and was like, when you get your period, it means you're going to be closer to the planets and the moon and the tides. It's going to make you magic. Were any of you with vaginas told that in here? Were you told that you're going to be magic when you started bleeding? Not being able to control it. No, you weren't told that. Cool. So my mom was an alcoholic. But I believed her like wholeheartedly. I went to school and I was like, all my friends on the playground were like, are you a witch? And I'm like, yeah, this is real. You know, whooshing around, pretending I knew spells and stuff. And now I'm older and I rub rocks when I want to feel better, you know? I have one in my purse right now. I don't know. I think that the planets are sus. You kind of have to keep your eye on them. Like, I know, like, you don't care about horoscopes, I can tell. That's cool, you look smart and college educated, that's awesome. I did not go to college. Explains a lot, right? So I feel like you have to keep an eye on the planets, right? Like, you just have to. Planets are sus. Where was the moon on January 6th? Nobody knows! I don't think anyone saw it. And here's how I know that I'm actually magic. Here's how I know that I'm a witch, okay? You're gonna love this, because you look like a business man. You're like a business person. I'm gonna make you a believer right now, okay? Now hear me out. I've had 3 miscarriages. Stop. It's not that sad because I don't want kids, right? But if anything, it just means I've mastered the power of positive thinking. You gotta manifest what you want. And I want kids. Thank you. On top of being a witchy bitch, I'm also a thick bitch. What's up? Who likes big booties up in here? It's cuffing season. Grab some mittens, y'all. Okay. What? Yeah? We're bringing them to this side. Yes. Listen, who doesn't like butts, right? Okay, here you go. All right. You're welcome. Listen. This is why I don't go to Wrigleyville, okay? So for those of you who do frequent that area regularly, I'm sorry. You know, the last time I was in Wrigleyville, someone stopped me and he was like, hey babe, I'm a chubby chaser. And I was like, that's cool. I'm not running anywhere. Bitch, I don't even run to catch a bus. I'll just be late to work. What are we talking about? Chubby chaser, so dumb. He's like, don't worry, I fucked fat women before. Whoa, congratulations! that's the thing I'm insecure about. I'm not insecure about that, okay? What I'm actually insecure about is the fact that my feet still smell even after I wash them. Like not once, not twice, 3 times. Why are your shoes still on? You know, I'm just like not like other girls, you know? I'm super quirky, I'll never butt you, you know. I'll never ask for anything ever, and I'll keep my shoes on all the time. When I was a kid, I was chubby too, all right? Like I've always been a thick bitch is the point. And I had family in my life who wanted to change that. They were like, Sharon, if you don't lose weight, people are gonna think less of you. And I was like, less of me? They're like, yeah, they're gonna think you're less of a person. And I'm like, how can I be less of a person when I'm literally more of a person, you know? Statistically, that doesn't make sense. And like, listen, I'm not ashamed of being plus size. This body positivity, baby, it's been body positivity for like the last decade. Get with it. Who got snacks? I don't really care about the whiskey, you know. I mean, I do. I just wish it came with like food. Like I hate Bloody Marys, but Bloody Marys always have like little cheeseburgers and like snacks. Like, why do they get a meal and I don't? This is discrimination. It's not. Okay, alright. I'm glad we're on the same page. I have been trying to lose weight. I've lost like 40 pounds in the last couple years, but don't clap for that. It's thank you. You guys, wow, you're really pretty. Both of you. Woo! You know the Kardashians were here. Listen, I've been trying. Everyone thinks it's for the reasons people typically want to lose weight and work out, right? You want to look better, feel better, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not my reason. I sit on a lot of faces. He's like, finally. I do. I sit on a lot of faces. And listen, all those faces, they have sleep apnea. They could breathe before. And then we hang out a few times, and now I have to like roll them over in the middle of the night. Because a lot of you do this thing in your sleep, people with sleep apnea, they like stop breathing in their sleep, like, yeah, I'm like, ah! That's because my bare ass was on your face too often, whoops. That's feminism. Have you ever felt someone struggle to breathe underneath you? Like really struggle to breathe underneath you? You know how guys say they want to be woken up with head, right? They're like, oh, wake me up by giving me a BJ. If I woke you up by popping a squat, you know, come on, I think that's like assault. Talking about the real issues that go along. Listen, if men want to be a better ally to women, they just have to like, I don't know, wear a nose guard, wear a mouth guard, hold your breath, you know, stop talking. We're feminists in here. Pro-women. Yeah, okay. But on that note, yes, I'm plus size. Thank you very much. And I don't care. You know, what I do care about is that we call it plus size, right? Like, why we call it plus size? We don't call thin women negative size. When we go hit up the minus section at Kohl's, I'll be right back. You know, they don't do that. You know, and catcalls are different when you're bigger, right? Like all women get catcalled, it really doesn't matter. You could literally roll out of bed with like a beat face, your hair with like nests up in it, you wear dirty clothes and someone else will talk to you at Target. You know, it doesn't really matter. But catcalls I get are a little different. Like one I got recently was potato, which isn't really a catcall. It's like an observation. And I was like, listen, I have a therapist, and if she taught me anything, it's to put stuff in a positive reframe. So if I look like a potato, that means there's over a dozen ways that you can eat me. Top me with cream, fully load me, split me open while I'm still hot. I'm with Western, baby. We're all about the spuds. question, sir. I have a really tight pussy, and that's actually the tightest thing about me. You know you were thinking it. Come on. Can I get like a little woogie woogie? Tight pussy energy, that's what I'm about. So if you catch me alone outside, I'm probably like really tense. I'm always doing kegels. Always. I was out to eat in the summertime. I was on a patio. You might be familiar with Little Bad Wolf. We're not that far away from it. She's like, you take it real serious. You're like, yup, Little Bad Wolf. Them burgers slap. They're bussin', okay? I was a Little Bad Wolf. I was in a two-piece. I was having a cocktail with a date. It was a great day. And then all of a sudden, we hear a car screech to a halt at a stop sign. This guy leans out and he was like, put that drink down, you fat slut. Yo, and I looked at my date and he didn't say nothing, okay? And then I looked at the table next to me and they're all like, and I was like, you guys, that's so fucked up. How did he know I was a slut? Ooh. Do we have any gay people in here? Thank God. Thank God for being up north. Yes! We got some gay people, we got some gabies. Okay. I am gay. I'm gay, thank you. But unfortunately, like I like men and women, and sucks. You know, I'm attracted to women that look like goddesses. Suck. Come on, you're beautiful! You're beautiful! And then I'm attracted to men who look like they live stream on Twitch. This motherfucker right here. Honestly, my friend, it's a scarf, homie. It's a scarf from the flannel man. It's like, catch me on Twitch. And I'm automatically like, let me come over. Are you up? Okay. There was this like really crazy phenomenon when I went to high school. I went to high school in the suburbs. So y'all had good experiences, that's great. And when I was in high school, I was really trying to figure out my sexual identity. And it was just like really difficult, right? It just sucks when you're a teen, you're trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like. I remember watching Aladdin and being like, wow, Jasmine and Aladdin can get it. You know, I was confused. Let me go on that magic carpet ride. What does it mean? And I'll never forget my first crush on a woman. She was like one of my best friends. We went to parties together all the time. And at these parties, women were making out with other women all the time. Did your girls in high school make out with each other? Yeah, you guys went to cool high schools? Yeah. And I just didn't get it. You know, we made out and I thought it was special. I thought it meant something. I was like, oh my God, be my girlfriend. And she was like, oh my God, I wasn't making out with you because I wanted to. And I was like, you don't want to hear that, by the way. You don't want to hear something you're like, kissing doesn't want it, okay? She was like, listen, I have a really huge crush on Brent and he was there and I just like wanted him to see that I was cool. And it turned out a lot of the girls in my grade were making out with each other just to impress the straight guys, which is like, what? I've never seen two straight men make out to impress me? Right now, no. I'm assuming a lot. You could be bi, are you? More men should be bi. Just take that as a blanket statement, audience. If you're a man in this room, you don't really know until you've tried, okay? All right, what about you, buddy? No, nah. And are you all dating? Almost married. Nate, whoa! Okay, don't do it here, man. Do not, you propose to her here, I'm gonna fight you. That's cool, congratulations, and I'm assuming you're all monogamous. I guess. What does that mean? She's like, if you get enough drinks in me, I'm basically straight with a side of fun. Okay, but we're monogamous. We're one person people. Everyone else in here pretty monog? romantic connections with more than one person. It's all consensual and everybody knows about it. It's mind-blowing concept, I know. People ask me to explain polyamory a lot, and I don't really know how to. There's polygamy, right, where one man can have many wives, and then there's the other one where a woman can have a lot of husbands. And then there's polyamory, which means I can go to any party I want and go home with anyone I want, and my odds of being murdered skyrocket. My chances of being murdered are so much higher than you guys. You're not jealous, you want to live? All right. Don't idealize the suicide in here. No one else was emo in high school. Fine. All the emo kids in high school were secretly gay, so. Yeah! Let's go to Hot Topic later. Yes! I'm serious. This is from Hot Topic. Okay, we'll talk about it after the show. I remember when I told my dad, before I knew that I was into non-monogamy, I knew that I was gay, and I didn't really tell my dad. I just made a Facebook post about it, as you do. And my dad really tried to understand it. I had a boyfriend at the time, and he was like, does he know? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, does he know that you're gay? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, and he's okay with it? And I was like, yes. And he was like, so he knows you cheat on him. And I was like, that's not how it works, Pops. But every year when Pride happens, he asks me if I go. Can we go to Pride? If you go to Wrigleyville, you must fuck it up at Pride. Come on. Are we not? Yes. This row only goes to Pride, and all the rest of you are like, Coachella! I don't go to Pride, okay? I don't go to Pride. And listen, this is why. When I was in high school, my first 3 boyfriends were all gay. Which means I'm super cool. Yeah, and I go to Pride, and I'm like, all the gay men want to make out. Gay men are always down to make out with you. The gay women were not. And I was like, I can't do high school again, you guys! Can't do it again! On that note, we talked about sobriety a little bit tonight, right? Is anyone in here sober? Not just tonight, just in general. Woo! Woo! Congratulations to you for being better than everybody else! That's the only reason I would want to be sober. My dad has actually been sober for almost 9 years, which is cool. We don't even know her dad. Why are we clapping for him? Yeah, it's cool. From heroin, not just alcohol, heroin. Which honestly is kind of a bummer. I'm glad that he's clean, I really am. But if I'm being honest with you guys, heroin was kind of the coolest thing he ever did. Come on! Drugs without consequences are cool! They're really cool. No they're not, don't you? But listen, when he was going through that, it was really difficult. People were like, make sure you're not enabling him. We know what enabling is, right? Someone's doing something, you're making it easy for them to do it, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I'm not enabling shit. I'm real strong. And then I had a real wake-up call when I helped him rob a restaurant. Listen, I can talk about it because of the statute of limitations. And that's why I learned what that meant. You can talk about crime that you did if enough time has passed before it. Isn't that cool, you guys? And I was like a kid. It wasn't the only restaurant I helped him rob. We robbed many places. Mostly just me when I was a wee one, when I was a child. I was basically saying, fuck bitches, get money before all you guys! Hey! Hey, baby, all right. I know, it really does suck. But y'all, I want you to clap it up right now for everyone you saw tonight, because it's been a great show. So fun! And this is everyone's stuff right here. That's mine, the second one. Can you do it now while I'm looking at you? Who's actually gonna do it? She's doing it. Wow, so dainty too, really discreet. You already found me. You found me? You don't have to. That's why I love shows where the lights are on all of you. It's really vulnerable, isn't it? Don't you feel like you're kind of in an experiment? Don't you kind of feel like Walter White's gonna come out from the corner over here? It's gonna be like, bow.